Welcome everybody to another episode of Real Spill with Shine Shed. I'm your boy Shine. I'm joined today by my homeboy Gutter. What's going on, fam? Hey. Yeah, man, it is hump day, officially hump day. We're gonna go ahead and jump into the thing. We do the same thing we do every day, breaking down the news of the day that's gonna affect your world tomorrow. The first thing that's on everybody's mind today is New York City. Right. New York City police have named the suspect in the Brooklyn subway shooting. If you've been up under a rock somewhere, you don't know nothing about the Brooklyn subway shooting. There was this man that was he apparently throw them flash grenades, them smoke bombs out there. Then he just started shooting at people. Now, from what I understand, not from this article, but from the news stuff I've been reading and stuff and checking out, I don't think nobody was fatally injured, but a few people did have to go to the hospital. As of right now, they're saying the man responsible for this is Frank Robert James, 62 years old. He is wanted for the attempted murder of 10 people. The New York City police are still hunting for a gunman who opened fire on a rush hour subway train in Brooklyn, shooting 10 people. The alleged shooter, identified by the New York City Police Department as 62-year-old Frank Robert James, was initially deemed a person of interest in the investigation before being named a suspect early Wednesday morning. Now, I don't know if this article gonna get into it, but just the stuff that I've been hearing. This guy apparently had a YouTube channel where he was been making all these different types of threats and stuff over throughout. I don't know if it just recently started where he started making these threats, or if he been doing it over a elongated period of time. Yeah. But apparently, this guy has an issue with something, and he has been making. I didn't never go to the YouTube channel because when people do something crazy, I don't run to their channel to make them blow up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna watch the shit after you did something crazy. You know what I'm saying? But continuing with the article, it says at this time, based on the preliminary investigation, we believe he acted alone. Law enforcement sources told ABC News that police now have a probable cause to arrest James for the attempted murder of those 10 people. They put in about 18 hours of investigation that included video, cell phone data, and interviews from witnesses. Um, this is this is what I want to know. I just be my mind work a little different, man. Nah, they say this right here getting into what I was finna get to. They say that this man was just riding on the train. Say he was mumbling to himself. And then he just put on a gas mask and got there started throwing out the can. Nah. This is the warning to everybody else. If you ever sitting beside somebody somewhere and they put on a gas mask, go on knock the hell out of them. Yeah, man. No, nothing good with come ain't nothing good. Ain't nothing good from to come out him putting on that gas mask. You know what I'm saying? I'm going out swinging. Man, like I ain't innocent bystander is something I don't want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to take the initiative. People are so standoffish. You don't want to goddamn be a part of it. But shit, if you don't be a part of it, you might be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? But man, he fired at least 33 bullets, officials told police. The gun jammed during the incident. He must have had a high point. Yeah. They say the gun jamming is believed to have saved a lot of lives. The smoke poured out the subway car, the door. And man, they say that when none of the cameras working inside the place, one of the witnesses, one of the people that was there, say the police ran to them and asked them to call 911 because his radio equipment wasn't working. Yeah, man, there was a lot of crazy stuff going on. And from my understanding, the NYPD is one of the best funded police departments in the nation. I think they have like a $10 million budget that they be working with every year. You know what I'm saying? And for them to have like when no cameras working in the subway station now, not now camera working in the subway station. Now, did you understand how dangerous that is? That no cameras are working in the subway station, man. Them folks are underground. Anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? Women can get assaulted, people can get robbed, anything can happen. And then especially now, and especially now since it's been nationwide news, there ain't no camera working down there. I'm pretty sure all the thugs and criminals and everything met up at that goddamn station today. Let's see what we can get. But they need to see about getting that fixed, like expeditiously. Shout out to my boy Ti. You know what I'm saying? They need to see about getting that done. And you hate to see situations like this unfold. But then, it's when stuff like this happen that it's a time for the people that we put in charge to show up and show out. We don't expect the people that we pay to be in charge and to run shit to be as discombobulated as we are. They supposed to be on top of shit. That's why you got the nice uniform. That's why we trust you enough to give you a gun. You know what I'm saying? Man, man. But they say that he had rented a U-Haul van, trying to and the key to the van and a credit card were used to rent the U-Haul, whereupon the gunman's possession recovered from the scene of the shooting. He had rented the same van in Philadelphia. They found the van Tuesday unoccupied and parked near the subway station on King Highway. Nothing was discovered inside the vehicle except for a pillow and stuff that let them know that he had been living inside there. Um, they found a couple magazines. He had some extendos. He had a hatchet, some gas, 4 smoke grenades, and a bag of consumer grade fireworks. He was going to use that for a distraction so he could go out. Mm. And he used his own gun. He didn't steal a gun to use. He used his own gun. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Legitimate purchase. But they say they're considering putting in metal detectors there, man. I can't believe that a New York City subway don't got metal detectors. Like, it's 2022, man. Like, do better, New York. Do better, man. Now, after that shooting, 15 more people were shot in New York City, including an innocent bystander who was killed in a car. We getting this from the New York Daily News. A 23-year-old woman sitting in her car in the Bronx was shot dead Tuesday night. She, the 6 hours after the Brooklyn thing, it was like there was just mass shootings going on everywhere, man. Um, let's see, and they don't know if all this is combined in the one thing or not, but it's just been I mean, it was just a lot of mayhem going on in New York. So we really need to pray for New York that they get this thing back together. Hey, man, I'm just reading all the different people getting shot. Right before 4:30 near Marcy, a 43-year-old man was shot in the lower back. A 41-year-old man was grazed in the right arm, and a 26-year-old man was hit in the leg. Right there, fam. Then at 7 o'clock, a 15-year-old girl was shot in the leg. A few minutes later, a 41-year-old man was shot in the leg. Man, it was just mayhem in New York that night, man. It's Man, that defund the police thing, man, I think that's bad marketing. And the Republicans do that on purpose, man. And the Democrats let them do it. You know, the the Democrats didn't even want to call it Obamacare. They was calling it the Affordable Health Care Plan. And the Republicans started calling it Obamacare. And the Democrats being stupid, like, yeah, let's call it Obamacare. You know what I'm saying? And don't know how divisive that is. And then you get to this right here saying defund the police. No, man, don't. I can't think of one person who in their right mind who would think that you don't need no police. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need some police, but what needs to be said is, for one, we need to demilitarize the police. You know what I'm saying? Right. Police ain't got no business with no tanks. We are not enemies. We are motherfucking citizens. They have no reason to have a goddamn tank. Ain't no civilian got nothing that can go against a tank. You know what I'm saying? Right. So they ain't got no point in that shit. You know what I'm saying? They need to demilitarize the police and put the police back in neighborhoods. Have neighborhood police where the police actually walks the block. Right. You know what I'm saying? He ain't just walking with some bullshit that went on. He walking every day. He walks this block every goddamn day. He know the children name. You know what I'm saying? He know everything, bro. That's what we need to go back to. You know what I'm saying? Neighborhood policing. That way, more people feel safe. The police will feel safe because they know the people that they ride every day. You know what I'm saying? Instead of it being where it's us against them, it's so hard living in a society where it's you against the police. It's like we living in a police state right now, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's rough, man. And then they let these words come in, man. Defund the police. Nah, we don't want to defund the police. We just want to take some of those funds and put them in other areas. It'll still be law enforcement. Like we need a mental health ward of the law enforcement because a lot of these people getting killed been going through mental health crisis, and the police don't know how to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't in his right mind. The police already scared. You know, we're gonna go ahead and put it out there on the table. A lot of them scared. You know, and I don't think y'all take that position if you're gonna be scared. I don't want a scared man with a gun. A scared man with a gun dangerous than a motherfucker, man. He dangerous than a motherfucker, man. You know, and that's just one of the many things that we need to do. And we got to stop letting other people control the narrative and control the words. We got to be able to speak fluently and tell people exactly what we need and we desire. Because if we don't never tell them, they gonna make the assumptions for it. They always want to tell black people what we want. Because we don't never say it eloquently what we want. You know what I'm saying? We gonna scream, defund the police. No, that ain't what we want. We don't want the police not coming to our neighborhood, goddamn, because we know we got the crazy motherfuckers over here. You know what I'm saying? We want them over here. The legal law abiding citizens of the neighborhood want them over here. We don't want them pulling up in tanks and with machine guns and shit though. You know what I'm saying? Right. We want to be able to, the person who patrols my neighborhood, I should be able to call him. Not 911. I should be able to call him. You know what I'm saying? Like it should be a situation like that. And you can't tell me y'all ain't got enough police like that. As many cars I see riding around. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop being so concerned about getting ticket money and all this bullshit that ain't really affecting the neighborhoods. Man, if we build strong neighborhoods, then we build strong people. We build strong people, man. We get a strong economy. You know, all this shit will come together. You can't get a good economy without bringing the black folks along with it. I don't know why they think they're gonna be able to do it by putting all us in jail and then goddamn. No, you need it all, bro. If you really want a strong economy, you need it all, and you don't need it going back and forth to prison. You need it out here on the streets being productive. The way you get them to be out here on these streets and be productive is give them some to do. For the most part, that's what a lot of these goddamn children parliament, they ain't got shit to do. They bored. And the video games and shit they playing, I done told y'all before. I play video games, but I'm grown. I play the games that's rated M because I'm grown, but y'all be letting y'all 11 and 12-year-old kids play these games that's rated M just because they friends got it. Fuck they friends. At the end of the day, you know, it's just, man. Story read yesterday. Three guys at body armor on shooting each other with it. Man, just stupid shit. Just stupid shit. And that particular thing right there, I seen that on Snowfall the other day when I went because I'm just not watching Snowfall. I know all y'all like, damn, he just seen that. Yeah, man, I just started watching Snowfall. I stand on principles for some shit, man. And Freeway Ricky Wall said they wouldn't paying him for his story, so I wouldn't watch until they told Freeway to come and sit down at the table. So now I'm watching. And man, it good. I see what everybody was talking about, cause man, it good. But I seen that on the show where the dude had a dude put on the bulletproof vest and he shot him. You know what I'm saying? God damn, but they were doing it for punishment. Right. You know what I'm saying? They were trying to teach but a lesson. Ooh. That's a hell of a lesson. That's a hell of a lesson, man. But you know, we got to get better, man, on all aspects. We're going to move on to the next story because I don't want to get demonetized before I get monetized. We got a teacher that was arrested after slapping an 8-year-old student who spat on him, police say. Nah. Oh, I ain't even talking about this story here. But man, this little motherfucker spit on me. That just reacted. The teacher just reacted. Anybody spit on me. Man, anybody spit on you, man, that's a whole nother level of disrespect right there, man. Man, like, I ain't never saying the dude supposed to hit a child, but a child ain't supposed to spit on nobody neither. You know what I'm saying? Now, part-time teacher Emily Jr. was arrested. Yeah, he wasn't even a full-time teacher. He just said her foot feeling dead. Oh man, he slapped. Man, everybody slapping, man. I told you, Will Smith to show people, man. So you feel disrespected. 2022, you slap shit out somebody, man. Goddamn, it don't matter who they is, what they did. If they disrespect you, you get a free slap, man. Free this man. Free this man, goddamn. Because I see. It's fucked up. They give children more rights than adults, man. Like back when children was children and they were not here doing all this dumb shit, we had a saying that said it takes a village. You know what I'm saying? It takes a village to raise and mold a good child. You know what I'm saying? Back in my day, man, my auntie could get me, the other auntie could get me, grandma could get me, mom could get me, the teacher at school could get me, the principal at school can get me. You understand what I'm saying? Wherever I'm at and whoever in charge of me, they can get it to me. You know what I'm saying? But now everybody on some, they better not put their hands on my children. They better not do my children. And then what be fucked up, man? This is what bewilders us, man. Most of the people who say that shit be the ones that done got whoopings and they doing all right. Now I can see if them whoopings fucked you up and made you become a not good human being. You turn to a life of crime because of whoopings and stuff. But now these be people who the whoopings probably turned you into a good person. You just what? You just felt a certain type of way because you ain't want to be get whooped. But get what? Most of the time that you got whooped, I'm gonna call. You know, my mama had a little exit range. She might have 15% of the time I might not have really deserved one. So I'm gonna put everybody on the same curve. But 85% of the whole time you deserve what you got. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you hadn't have been doing what you were doing, you wouldn't have got no whoop. Now you got the kind of parent that come home from work, slap the shit out you, beat you around. No. I can understand why you say no, zero pilots. We don't need to be hitting those kids. I understand that, but if you had a parent that whooped you when you did wrong, tried to teach you right from wrong, and tried to lead you down the right path, you shouldn't have no problem with whooping. You understand what I'm saying? But now they got it where this child, cause to me, when that child spit on me, that's aggravated assault. Right. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you got HIV or you're a kid, but that don't mean kids have this shit too. You can have herpes, you can have anything, and I don't know. And you just spit at me, man. And you just spit at me, man. And spit on me. He ain't just spit at him. He spit on him. Like y'all better control these children out here, but that's all I'm gonna get to tell you. But you better control these children out here. The dope of that I get. Yeah, a Houston man kills intruder trying to break into mother's house dressed as a nurse. I mean, that might be a good scheme to pull off if the son ain't there. Right. Doesn't mean he done did it before. Oh, he probably done did this ruse a few times. He probably done did this ruse on elderly people a few times. He was shot and killed early Tuesday morning, though, so he won't be doing it no more. The suspect, who has not been publicly identified, knocked on a 65-year-old woman's door around 12:30 a.m. Now, who in the hell gonna be looking for a nurse at 12:30 at night? Now, he came dressed as a scrub, claiming to be a healthcare worker. The woman refused to let him in and instead called her son. When her 40-year-old son, who was just blocks away, arrived, he found the door broken in. That's when he shot and killed the intruder. Right. Sound like it the right thing to do. Right thing, damn dude. The police, police lieutenant said it don't look like it's no kind of relation at all. Seemed like it was just a random thing. Ain't no charge been fired yet. I hope ain't no charges ever gonna be fired on that. Cause man, if you can't shoot a nigga for breaking in your mall house, man, then I don't know what kind of country we live in. You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I supposed to do when this man is in my more high? Man, I don't know MMA. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trained in all that shit. So what am I supposed to do? Bless that brother, man. Hope he have wish him peace and prosperity for him and his family. Now, my next story: husband strangled his ex-wife to death while their 4 children slept. Now I know a lot of men that wanted to do this, but we all have that self-control thing that say let her keep talking that shit. You know what I'm saying? I want you to go fuck 3 more bitches. You know what I'm saying? That'll make me feel better, goddamn. Nah, I'm just fucking right. I'm just fucking right. But yeah, man, buddy reached this point. A 29-year-old man was sentenced to life in prison after killing his ex-wife while their children slept in the home. Oh man, it be going down across seas. This over there in the UK. He was sentenced on Tuesday. He expected to serve a minimum of 25 years in prison before he eligible for parole. They say he attacked her with a knife and disfigured her face, so he cut her face up real quick. Then he choked her out. All the children was at the high knocked out sleep. Well, he good. I mean, just speaking on skills alone. Like you got 4 children in the house sleeping, you cutting her face up. Like they don't hear nothing, they sleep through that. Like she supposed to been doing some screaming. Now I ain't victim blaming, but it just saying like he good. He worked for somebody. But yeah, man, these folk, we just hope their family be able to find some what's the name. He tried to use the same defense that old boy. Goddamn, that old boy down here in Millville, yo, he tried to say that she like to get choked while they fuck. You know what I'm saying? And that he accidentally went a little too far. You know what I'm saying? Say she cut herself, man. You know what I'm saying? Say she cut herself. You know that's his story, and he's sticking to it. And he's sticking to it. Yeah, man.